The Final Four is here, and two Titans take the floor in Indianapolis on Saturday night as Arizona and Michigan meet up. Who's going to cover the spread? Who's going to win the game? Well, we're going to deep dive this matchup, talk about that, and a whole lot more as we get into this prime time, big Final Four matchup. Should be a great game, and we're going to jump into it right now. And as we do, go ahead and hit the like button if you're a fan of Wager Talk and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you watching this video, and liking this video will send you more content just like this, not just from me, but from all the handicappers at Wager Talk, 240,000 and counting. If you're not part of our family, we'd love you to be. So like and subscribe. And a little bit about what I have going on over at the site. Baseball started off red hot. In fact, we won our first 5 MLB games of the season. And I'm known for going on huge money-making runs during baseball season. I'm just going to give it to you straight. And what you want to do to get involved is go to wt.buzz/JA. That's how you join my client list. I know a lot of you have already got some long-term subscriptions, season-long through the All-Star break, 30-day passes, and that is the best way to go. You get a long-term pass because that gets you more value. It gets you a sample size where I can cash you tickets over a period of time, and you save the most money. Of course, you can buy the individual packages that I have up as well. We also have a fantastic special where if you buy 3 days, you get the next 3 days absolutely free. But head to wt.buzz/JA, get yourself a long-term pass, and join my client list if you haven't already so we can start cashing tickets. All right, so we have 2 number 1 seeds meeting up in the Final Four in what should be a fantastic matchup in Indy, like I mentioned. And as you might expect with number 1 seeds, both of these teams have excellent metrics. Both are top 10 in both adjusted offensive and defensive efficiency. We've watched Michigan run through the big dance, most recently blowing out Alabama and Tennessee by wide margins, especially the Volunteers. Michigan absolutely took care of Tennessee last week. Can that continue here? Well, meanwhile, Arizona, they hung 109 points on a very good Arkansas team. Let's not just overlook that. Arkansas won the SEC tournament, coached by John Calipari, had one of the best players in the nation, and Darius Acuff Jr. They were coached very well. That was a very good team. Well, Arizona hangs 109, absolutely blows them out. And then, even more impressive, once you think that can't be beat, they're down by 7 at halftime against Purdue, and the Wildcats come roaring back for a never-in-doubt win and cover in a 15-point victory over Purdue. Purdue was catching 6.5 points. They're up by 7 at the half, and they forgot that the game was 40 minutes long because Arizona shut them down in the second half. There's no other way to explain it. It was all Wildcats, a home crowd for AZ, and an embarrassment out of Purdue in the second half. I just give it to you like it is. I'm going to tell you the truth here. So Arizona and Michigan, both extremely dominant throughout this tournament. Now, Yaxel Lindenborg, is going to have to be the main focus for Arizona. He's a versatile scorer. He originally actually wanted to play for Alabama, but he said that Alabama didn't recruit him, and that's something that's kind of been disputed. That's another story because Alabama says they did. But anyway, he ended up at Michigan. He has very good size at 6'9". That being said, Arizona has good guards such as Ivan Karkakov. Can never get these names pronounced correctly. He played pro ball in Germany. So this is a professional basketball player who was over in Germany. Now he takes a step down to play in college. I don't know what we have to do with those rules, but anyway, yeah, Arizona's got pro players on their team. They also have freshman phenom Braden Burries, Jaden Bradley, the senior, and Anthony Del Orso might be the most underrated player on this team. These guys can all really knock down the three ball, and that's just the guard play. This is the most talented team that Tommy Lloyd has ever had. And as for their guard play, it's their bigs that ultimately win them games. If you don't know already, the Wildcat style of play is a little different than modern day basketball. They don't shoot many threes. Instead, they are extremely physical and they beat you in the paint, either with a strong take or a foul or an offensive putback, offensive rebound. They do it all, but they're going to score inside the arc at a high clip. There's just no stopping them because of the way fouls are called in college. They cannot be stopped. Now, and not many freshmen have the basketball skills of Koa Pete and Mo Krivos. He's the ultimate rim protector down low who can score it as well. Tobe Awaka. Have you seen this guy? He would be a starter on any other team in America. Awaka was a starter for the Wildcats last season, but they're so talented that he's actually coming off the bench this year. But there's another weapon the Cats have coming off the bench to do damage down low. Now, taking many twos certainly hasn't stopped the Wildcats from being one of the best scoring teams in the nation. They defend inside the paint as well as anyone, number 2 in opponent 2-point shooting percentage, and they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the nation as well. I touched on that earlier. Now, when you get to this point in the tournament with 2 number 1 seeds, the metrics on both sides are going to be great. So it's hard to find those little discrepancies. But at the end of the day, Arizona simply has too much size. They have too much skill, athleticism, and physicality. And they're priced as dogs right now in the betting market. The Wildcats will not be stopped. They're going to win this game outright. Plus 1.5 is the consensus. I'm throwing that out the window. Give me Arizona on the money line as they win this game and advance to the national championship. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to go become a client. Head to wt.buzz/JA. You're going to get my baseball bets, basketball, NBA playoffs coming up. So become a client. Go to wt.buzz/JA. If you haven't already, join our team so I can start cashing you tickets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, good luck with your bets, everyone, and happy gambling.